Good morning and welcome back to A to Z Gardening, and it is definitely edibles time. All the product in here is really prepared for your vegetable garden, and one of my favorites definitely is the cole crop bench. So you see collards and broccoli and cauliflower. It's our household's favorites, and this is the time of year to plant that. Timing is everything. So when you're asking, is it time to plant, it's very difficult to choose what time it is done being cool at night and damp. But this crop, all these plants here like that cool evening, that damp weather. They like that, as opposed to something like your pepper and your tomato and your zucchini. They like very warm ground. They don't like cold, wet feet. So this material should already be in, or you should be looking to plant that material. And let's talk about a couple of the pitfalls that you may have over the years with the cole crops. One of the things that really likes the cole crops is very much a problem this year. That's the aphid. We believe that's because of the mild winter we've had. The aphid is really a problem. You can hose that plant off on a regular basis. You can use a small amount of neem oil to prevent that insect from spreading early in the season before that crop forms a head. You don't want to put neem oil on your crop. And the other thing that really helps out is companion plants. Consider planting some borage, maybe some oregano at the base, some marigolds, some French marigolds, not the big tall African style marigold. That marigold is only for decoration. The French marigold, the small bloom one, is good for deterring. And the other thing is, this is a tip that I've spread for years. A lot of folks will look through the garden center and anywhere you're buying your plants looking for the largest plant, thinking you're getting a jump. This material does not like stress of any kind. That's why we plant it cool. It doesn't like to grow in the hot, dry, scorching season, so it's even best to even mulch with a little bit of straw, something to keep the roots evenly cool and moist. And that stress causes them to do something called bolting. If you plant a plant that has been in the cell pack or pot too long, and as soon as you plant it in the garden and it sees that open air stress of the open field, it'll start to go to flower. Then that plant has gone to a reproductive cycle, and it's not going to produce that desired broccoli or cauliflower. So one thing you may be a little bit different or not intend to do is pick the smaller plants that don't have a whole lot of root-bound system in this soil. Those young plants will take to your garden a lot easier, and they'll definitely grow fruit. So stay away from any of the material that has gotten too big or a little bit root-bound. That's going to add stress. So any stress that you have in your cole crop varieties tends to go to that yellow flower. If you've had that in the past, maybe a little earlier in the season, get them a little mulch, try to reduce their stress. Any questions you have about any of your vegetables or your cole crop plants, feel free to contact any of us professionals here at Stans.